welcome. Hi Linda, hi Elaine, hi Helen. Just getting all set up to finish this one off. Can you believe the weather, Linda? It is unbelievable here. Hot, hot, hot. Hi Dawn. Hi Loretta. You've got no sound on your laptop. Oh, no sound on your computer. Okay. Hi Janet. Hi Dawn 2. We've got 2 Dawns already. Yeah, it's so hot. Hi Rochelle. We have a... Here in where I am now, it's going to be 44 degrees today. It's already 38. So yeah, it's really, really hot. Let me see if I can find... I can change the... I can change it to Fahrenheit. Alright, here we go. So this is the temperature now in Fahrenheit. It's going to be hot today. So 108 it's supposed to get to. Pretty hot. Pretty hot. So yeah, and it's really humid and it's really windy today. The wind has really picked up. I've had to put all my blinds up because they were getting blown away by the wind. So I'm hoping we'll have some storms tonight and tomorrow. That would be awesome. Hi Dusty. Hi Sherry. Hi Janet. Hi Lulu. Hi Nana. I am melting a little bit. I think my pencils are all melting here too, guys. Hi Lisette. So for you guys that are new, this is a live chat, just to let you know. So I will be talking to people in the live chat, and we'll also be doing a giveaway today. Yay! So if you want to join in on the giveaway and you're not sure how to join the chat, make sure that you are logged into YouTube, and just underneath the video there is a live chat option. Click on the live chat, and then at the top of the live chat there will be the option to change from live to top or top to live. Make sure that you are on the live chat so that you can see what's going on in the chat box as well. Did I miss anyone up further? Oh, let's have a look. Got a few there. No, I think I've got everybody. So far so good. It's 0 degrees there, is it, Sherry? That is cold. It's so strange just hearing snow, like, yeah, that's just not incomprehensible to me. It's hot. So I've seen some beautiful images so far. You guys are so good. Everyone is doing so well on this one. I've got our next image for our next colour along. I was just going to see if I could find it here. Did I print it already? I haven't printed it yet, so you'll have to wait. But that will be starting next week, so I'll get that up next week for you guys. Can't find it. So hi Nick and Tina. Hi Kathy. Yes, Linda, I think I would prefer, I quite like spring weather, which is, you know, in the 20s, but this is hot. Very hot. Alright, so for those in Australia, make sure you've got a drink with you, because it's so easy to get dehydrated in this weather and to forget to have something to drink, especially if you're in air conditioning. Where are you, Rochelle? That sounds like Melbourne weather. Hi, Selena. We have weather like that here. It's like spring, autumn, winter, summer, all in one day sometimes. So yeah. So guess what happened? I got my Holbens finally. Finally. I've already sorted them out into my 150 case, and I've already started swatching. Also, I ordered... Where's Dev? He's not here yet because I can't pronounce it. I've done this much of my Holben set so far. I've started. I've still got a whole wheel to go. I also got these ones. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm awesome, aren't I? That's only a 72 pack, but there's a pretty good range of colours, and also the lovely Kathy sent along a packet of Amazon Basic set that she had for me to have a look at, so I've also swatched those as well. So yeah, I might try to do a review of both of those at some stage in the next couple of weeks, and also the Holbens, so very exciting. What's going on? I am hilarious, aren't I? I just won't even try. Helen, I quite enjoyed them. On the Neenah Classic Crest Solar White 80-pound paper, they were pretty awesome. So, yeah, I'll have a play with them on a page at some stage and show you guys how they are. Hi, Sam. Never used what? What were you looking to use? I missed that question wherever it was. Connecticut, USA. Oh, Patreon. Okay, I just missed it there. I flicked back up to have a look to see what you'd written. It is... I saw. I just had to flick back up. Yeah, those, Helen. So Patreon is a subscription-like service that allows creators like myself to supply extra content and extended exclusive content to our patrons. Usually there's a $5 fee. Actually, sorry, mine is a $5 fee US per month to get access to that. And usually I upload up to one or two, usually 2 extra videos a week, and usually they'll have a commentary, a colour list, a conversion chart as well. So, but loads of people do it. I'm a patron of Jasmine Beckett, Yana Prosperina, Eva New I don't know, Nikuan, is it? I don't know. That one. And also I'm a patron of someone else. Who else am I a patron of, guys? Anyone remember? There is someone else. I know there's 4. But yeah, so I actually get, Yana does a colouring page. Oh, Eva, Ennis, sorry, Guerrero. I don't know how to say it. Someone will correct me later, Guerrero. And those artists give a colouring page per... I was for Molly Harrison, but I'm not now, I don't think. I'm not sure. But a few. So anyway, the artists usually do a colouring page. So, yeah, you grab, like, Jasmine does a line art, a grayscale of the same image each month. And Yana's done a couple of different ones. So, yeah, J. Ray Ro. Thanks. So, Ennis J. Ray Ro. Yeah, they've all got their own own prices and their own like rewards. So some artists, I did have a couple of different rewards at one stage, but I found it too difficult to just split everything up. So I've only got the $5 now, but some artists do, like if you were a patron of Jasmine's, for example, she has, you know, up to $150 that you can pay per month, and she'll send you a picture or whatever her rewards are. So that's sort of how it works. Durero, that's what I was saying. But somebody else said it's J-Rero. J-Rero. So on my Patreon, I do most of the speed colorings that have come out on YouTube. I've got full videos for. Some of them are raw and just the video. Most of them I try to do a bit of a commentary where I tell you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what colors I'm using, and things like that. So yeah. Durero. I can't say a Spanish accent. What? Guerrero? Alright, we've had enough of that. Let's get back to Alena. And Athena. Appropriate there, hey? You know what? I wonder if the pronunciation thing will pronounce it. So yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Sorry, I just got really distracted then. I'm having a moment. All good. Let's get back to it. Okay, so today we're going to do a flip through of another book, and then we're going to do a giveaway, and the winner, Alena's just said she would give a paperback book too. So I'm assuming I'm going to have to contact her with your details, but we can work that out when we figure out who the winner is and what we're going to do there. And now with the conversion charts on Patreon, I do try to do my best to match them to the colors. Sometimes the conversions don't quite fit and you do need to swap out maybe a color or two to get a blend right. But most of the time the blends are really good, and it's fairly easy to swap over from, say, a video that you've watched in Copics to perhaps Prismacolor Polychromos. And I'm adding in now, so my earlier ones have just got Polychromos and Prismacolor. I haven't updated any of those yet, but I'm gradually added the Black Widows and also Pablos, and now I've got the Holbens, so I'll pop those on as well. So we'll have a bit of variety of what products we're going to be using. So my color lists are going to end up being quite big, aren't they, guys? So yeah, a bit of a mix, you know, of everything. So yeah, has any of you guys used baby oil for coloring before? Last color along I used some Zest It pencil blend, and not a lot of people could find it where they were, and I was saying that you could use alcohol. I've used isocol before, but also baby oil works. So I thought, look, it's inexpensive, it's easy to get, why don't I just show you how to use that as well? So we're going to do that in the background, and it makes things, yep, Gamsol is the same thing. It does exactly the same thing as what baby oil does. So Vaseline is also the same, and yes, it is messy, and it doesn't seem to dry. Vaseline doesn't dry, whereas I find that baby oil does dry, so you can get rid of that oily residue after a while it does dry out, whereas with Vaseline it doesn't tend to dry out. Just give me 2 secs, I need to just grab some paper towel. Because my baby oil made a mess everywhere and it's leaking. By the way, I would never use this on my actual baby. It's mineral oil. So we have a brand here, Johnson's. Actually, I think it's Johnson & Johnson's down the bottom there. But there's some baby oil. And this one's got a little bit of a baby powder kind of smell. You could probably buy ones that aren't see, I think you might be using too much then, Loretta, because mine dried. I did a bit of a practice run on this one, and the back of it's clear now, and that was all like wet, so it has actually dried. Well, it wasn't wet, it was slightly damp, but it did dry off. So no, who's lost sound? I can still hear me. My little volume thing on the side's still moving, so I'm assuming it's okay. Cool. Alright. Try refreshing. Yeah, so Zest It and all of those things are all very similar. Yeah, I've got some Luminance as well, Janet, and I've used them in a couple of tutorials for skin, but because I only have skin colours, so... She paused me. Mute. A few minutes later. Alright. So we're going to use baby oil. Now, colours. Let me just get them out. I'll put them all aside here. And because I've been playing around with all of those colour charts, I've got stuff everywhere today. I know I've got white somewhere too. Here we go. So I chose white, mauve, night blue, bluish grey, pastel blue. I think they're the colours I used in her dress. Lemon yellow, golden yellow, and canary yellow. Instead of golden yellow, you could use some sort of orange. That would be fine too. But yeah, there's lots of different effects that you can do with backgrounds, so I thought this would be the easiest one for us to do. It's quick and simple, and you don't have to be as careful. You don't have to worry about your lines and things like that as much either, because you're going to be blending them out with the baby oil. So I've got baby oil, I've got a couple of different cotton tips. I use one per colour so they don't contaminate each other. No, I am using Pablo still. If you want the conversion, I did do a small conversion chart in the group under the events, on the discussion wall in the events, so you can go and check that out. And also I've popped up my swatch chart so you can see, Linda, so you can find your own colours in your own brands if I haven't done it. I've done a couple. I did Prismacolor, Polychromos and Black Widow conversion because I have those, and I've got the charts fairly, easy to access, so I did those for you. No worries, Neenah. You dumped your bins of all your Copics. What a mess. Well, what did you do that for? Don't do that. I do, Linda, need to get the full set of Luminance, and I will do. I have printed out a colour chart, and I've got a colour wheel going already, so I will do that at some stage, but I'll probably collect them in bits and yeah, do it that way. Alright, so yeah. So I'm just going to do a fairly plain background, but I just wanted to... Copies? What copies? Copies of what? Let me look. What? Oh, what copies? What copies of what? I'm confused. Selena, I think it's a bit of a myth. I've tried it and it doesn't work. I had a Dahlia purple. Her copies of what? Her dumped her copies. I don't know. I'm so lost. Hi, Caroline. I've heard that you could put them in the oven and you could try putting them... I've tried in the oven and I did try the microwave as well. I had a Dahlia purple that every time I sharpened it, it broke. The lead was basically broken. And I tried all of those things and none of them worked. My pencil, this is it here actually. This was all at one time. This is... I've got down to the bottom and it's not breaking. So, yeah, it was a bit of a pain. But yeah, no, it didn't work. I think it's a bit of a myth. Yeah, that's what I did with this one, Selena. It just disappeared. It just gone, so I just replaced it. Wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it. I think I had a blue that did the same thing, and it didn't. I think because they're just so soft, they are really fragile. And, when I got the Amazon pencils from Kathy, they were all over the box, and all of the leads were broken, and a few of them I've sharpened a few times before I could get a point. But yeah, pencils are very fragile, so you do need to try to not drop them. Okay, every time I drop a pencil, it's like, I'm so glad I'm on carpet. Tuscan red crumbles, yeah. Hi, Pamela. Alright. So, we're going to have a little bit of a play. It's okay, Kathy. It doesn't matter. The other ones were good, but seeing the look of those made me think, they really aren't very careful, aren't they? Are they? We've just come to the conclusion that the Post just don't care anymore. So yeah, not nice. Oh, it is, Loretta. I have a Luminance that actually is like that. The Castle Earth. Hi, Rosa. It's really it doesn't go down on any paper really nicely. I think I might have got a dodgy one, but yeah, it falls to bits. They play football with the mail. They do. Oh, dear. They do. So, I was just saying, you could do many things with the background. I'm just going to do it all over with plain colour, but you could mark out, like you could mark out some clouds, so you can do some little, clouds and leave them white. You could do like a circle, say, and leave that white, and maybe do like rays out white if you wanted to. Like, there's loads of different things that you can do, and using the baby oil makes it really easy to do as well. Oh, there you go, Loretta. That's good to know. It could just be that particular colour's hard to make. So yeah, there's lots of things that you can do in the background, but I'm just, as I said, I'm going to do plain. So I'm just going to use the, what have we got? Golden yellow. I'm using the side of my pencil. We can do a couple of layers. I've got a bit of dust on there. I don't know where that was from. Colour's hard to see. Just kind of darken the camera a little bit. I'm not worried about my stroke marks or anything because we're going to blend those out with the baby oil. Now with the baby oil you need to be extremely conservative with it. So you do not need hardly any on it. You don't want to go and soak the cotton bud with it. You just want to sort of dab a little bit on it. That's all you need to blend. Hi Morticia. Amazon doesn't know. There was a couple of plastic bag things, but they popped, so yeah, it was just moving around the box. Oh, awesome, Loretta. I love the Neenah. It's amazing paper. Now I've got not a dodgy batch anymore. But every pencil that I've used on it seems to go really well on it, so and also Copics as well. The only thing that I found that doesn't work on it is obviously water doesn't go very well on it. So, but everything else. So yesterday I was supposed to do some video recording or voice recording for Saturday's video, but I didn't get any done, and I found myself procrastinating about what image I was going to do next. So, do you guys have that? You just don't know what to do next? I was just uninspired by a lot of things yesterday. Yeah, I wouldn't use water on your with your ink tents. That's just no. With the Neenah, sorry. Oh, love polys too. So yeah, polys are great. So I did Ennis's was Prismacolor, and I just finished a Momo Girl one, which is Polychromos. So I've just started a new, which is Pablo's, and the next one I'm going to have to do will have to be Holben's, I think. So I'm just going over and over that area where I want the colour to be. And now I'm just sort of doing a bit of a scribbly edge, so it's not just like a round shape. I want to sort of make it kind of bumpy shaped here. Just doing some circular motion so the edge doesn't look straight. And as I said, I think you could probably come in with a bit of orange there as well. Just coming over this side a little bit. What paper? No, I've seen it. Where are you? Because I've seen it on Amazon US really cheap, and I'm like, why can't I get it that price? Also, you can buy it directly from the manufacturer, but they won't deliver to Australia. I've already tried to find out that. I don't have Artesia. They were too expensive to get here. They're like $80 to get, which is, I can get a fair few Luminance for that. I'm still considering getting some Colour Soft dough and Colour Soft, is that what they're called? But I'm thinking I might just buy some open stock and have a play first before I make my decision. I'm going to swap to the Canary Yellow, move them out of the way. $50 for $18. See, that's cheap. But the Neenah I brought, it was a 250 ream. It cost me $114 to get it shipped here, which is a lot. Yeah, sure, Linda, I'll have a go at them. Why not? Try before you buy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble, aren't I? This is what happened when who me call cheap. $80 sheets for see, my Neenah is £80, so it's a little bit thicker, and also there's £110 as well, which is even thicker again, which I haven't used. But so this is the Canary Yellow I'm using at the moment. Linda, stop that. Hi, canvas and colour. I might have to try that 65 pound. It might be cheaper. So I think this is classed as cover paper, so it's a little bit thicker. I'm just going over the other colour a little bit, and I'm just sort of bringing this down. I'm going to bring it in a bit of a circular motion, or circular shape, sorry, because I want to put the lighter colour in and around that area. Oh gosh, it's warm here. I'm going to need another drink in a minute. I've already nearly gone through a whole litre. Oh dear. Sorry, Caroline, I missed what you were talking about. My air conditioner was on as soon as I woke up this morning. Oh, okay, Loretta, I haven't tried that one either. Hi, Lynn. Oh, really? Cool. And what's the £110 like, Elaine? Because I've seen that I've seen that as well, but I've always gone for the £80 because it's cheaper probably. But I've heard both work well with markers, so a spectrum color blend. Okay, yep, great. Thanks, Caroline. I didn't catch it before. Well, that'd be interesting. Recycled coffee cups, hey? Oh, there goes another blind. Ah, I've already broken 2. It is so windy, it's blowing a gale. And it's so hot. I hate this weather. Alright, so I've done it in a bit of a curly circle sort of shape there. We're going to go in a bit darker in a little bit, but for now that'll do. I've got a little bit of lemon yellow, and I'm going to finish off the circle. I'm mixing them together still as well. Oh man, that blind needs to be taken down, I think. Can hear it banging away. Yeah. So just finishing up underneath the little owl. I'm going to put a little bit of this down onto this cloud too, onto the very edge. And also around the bottom area. And we've already got it on these bricks, but I'm just going to go over them again, some of them. We're actually going to put some colour through there. I've decided I didn't quite like the grey. I think it needs something else over it, so we're going to use some of the colours I've got here today for that too, just to add some of that in. Now I've still got the lemon yellow, and I'm just going to do a light layer over the clouds here. Hi Kenny. No worries. Yeah, I am too. Not. Hi Verika. £80 smooth that is similar to classic Crest for $20. Helen, that might be alright. The only way to give it a go is to get some and give it a go. But yeah, I think with whatever paper that you do decide to use, you just need to learn how to use your... Hi Mario, thanks for joining. I think with any paper that you use, you need to learn to use your medium on that paper. So you might like... I know some people that really like the Strathmore Bristol Smooth. I hate it. So... But if it's all I had, I would then, I guess, learn to use my products on that paper. But if you're getting really frustrated and it's not coming out like you were expecting it to come out, then it's most likely the paper. So it is worth investigating and trialing different types to see what suits you. So I actually really quite like the Express blending card for Copic markers, but I can't use other products on it very well, so I'd prefer to go for something like Neenah, where I can use pretty much everything except water-based or water. So yeah, if I am using Copics for one part of it, but I want to use pencils for another part, I can on this paper. So yeah, it's up to individual taste, like we were talking about with the pencils. What am I doing over here? I'm basically covering over the white fluffiness of those clouds with a bit of yellow. And we'll come back in with a little bit of white as well, just to lighten it off slightly. A little bit of white, did I say that? I thought I said yellow then. Having a moment, senior moment. I went and had an eye test this week. Do you know what he told me? He said, oh yeah, you know, you're going to need to go up again. Yeah, I knew that. I'm a little bit blind. Great. And he said, oh, but you know, once you hit 45, that's it. You know, you'll get a double dose of it, so you'll be even worse. Great. Thanks for the warning. So there you go. Because long-sightedness is apparently a symptom of old age. So when you're 45, you're getting old. Also, he's subscribed to my channel, so hi if you're watching. Oh dear. Loretta, I agree. I've got the Tantone paper, and I've used a bit of it, but yeah, I don't use it often. So it's one of those sparingly ones. Oh yeah, they might, Elaine, but I'm not doing that. I know, I haven't seen you in here before. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for coming along. I know, isn't he nice? I'm told I'm old. I'm getting old. Oh, I've got a squeaky chair. Kenny, I know. I already have I'm already long-sighted. And kind of short-sighted in, yeah, anyway. Just blind in one eye. Left eye is just pretty bad. But yeah, he's saying to me that I'll get a double dose once I turn 45. Ah, what? Few years to go yet. It was funny trying on glasses. I was like, I don't like this. I look like a nana. Oh dear. Alrighty. That's good. I'm happy with that so far. So let's do... So Elaine was just saying that the buildings and the bricks would be generally sandstone, but we're going to make it look mystical looking, and we're not going to do sandstone. I'm just going to put some bright colours through there. But we'll do that in a moment. Let's do some baby oil, shall we? So I've got my baby oil, which is gross and leaking. Got a cotton tip here, and I'm just going to put a tiny little bit on the cotton tip. I'm going to do it over here so I don't spill it on my... So you can't even see it. I've hardly even made it wet, but it's on there. Awesome, Elaine. Shadow is, I don't know. She's having a bit of a hard time. I don't know, she's probably sleeping in the heat somewhere. Hi, May. Oh, Sam! Brilliant. I don't even have the whole set yet. Anyway, I'm going to use this cotton tip for the yellows. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me just zoom in a little bit. You see? Whoa. Hello. I'm just blending it out. You don't have to use cotton tips. If you've got a really large area, you might like to use a brush, or you can use these blending stubs. They look like this. They're just paper rolled up into a really tight stick, and you can use a bit of sandpaper to sharpen and clean them. And that's just paper, and that just, you put the baby oil on it and you just use the stub to blend it out. So trying not to use too much pressure, and I'm just going over the top. And as I said, there was only like the slightest little drop on there, but we're just going to keep using that. You can see the paper I've missed too now, so I can go back over and redo another layer and fill those spots in as well. So really nice and bright. I quite often get people say, how do you get the background so smooth? Well, lots of different tools, and this is one of them. Also, paper helps. Once I've done the darker colour, I'm going to swap over and grab a new cotton bud for the lighter yellows. Came out awesome. Alright, give me a sec. I'm just going to zoom back out again. I'm going to grab another cotton tip for the lighter colour. Yep, see that one I put on far too much. Yeah, you can use Gamsol, you can use Zest It, you can use alcohol. I just got a little bit too much, so I'm just going to dab it off. But there's lots of different things that you can use to do this same thing. So this area here is a lot wetter, so once that dries, that'll clear up as well. Probably because it's where I first put the cotton tip down. I can still hear that blind banging. Can you hear that? Every now and then there's like a bang. Oh really? Oh, we get it. I get it here in Australia from our art shop. They sell it. I think there's a couple of art shops that actually sell it. It's not too bad. we can get it in really big bottles too. I always wanted to try the powder blenders. I've heard that they're okay. I thought that would be something cool to try out on the channel. Just laid my finger on top of it so I could get a larger surface area at a time. And the great thing about it is it doesn't smell. So, well, it's got a baby powder smell because it's baby oil, but if you were just using mineral oil. I haven't actually tried cooking oil. I don't know if that would work. It's the same kind of concept, I think. So in the last colour along I did with Michelle Tracy, we used these. I used the Zest It. So if you want to check that out, it's in my playlist. But it's the same. It looks exactly the same as what I'm doing now. I don't like the colourless blender. Yeah, no, yeah. There's a blender, a soft powder blender that blends pencils. I've heard. Yeah, you can. Sherry, I'm going to do that in a minute. So we're going to add more colour on. You can definitely add more. Faber-Castell mini pastels. Huh. Oh well, who knows? It's oil, it might work. Yeah, Janet, I'd like to have a look at it too. It seems interesting. You've got some. Linda. Never used it? Okay. Who's going? Yeah, I brought, you don't have to have the sponge one. I've just got the bottle, and I think the sponge one stops you from using too much though in the Zest It, so it is something handy to have. And yeah, you can refill it when it gets dry. But baby oil is cool too. Alright, now I want to see what I'm doing. Would help. Let me just move my screen. I want to add some more. What makes your brain hurt? Oh, Loretta, me too. I just only, have a quick glance to see if anyone's, asking a question. But yeah, it flies. It flies past. I'm just starting to even up that lighter, or darker, sorry, yellow colour there in the corner. And because we've already got a layer of baby oil on there, it's going to make that pencil really smooth, so it kind of just slides along the paper. And we just increase the color intensity there. Trying to just make it a little bit more even. Oh, Lane, you're not well? Sending out healing prayers to all my lovely followers that aren't well. Special big prayers to Lo, who has not been well. Oh, it's just sad. Pray for some healing. Alright, so I've just done a little bit more of that orange just to fill that corner in a little bit more. I just want to bring a little bit out over the lighter area again. Nice and intense there. I think I need to add a little bit of the intensity over this side. Maybe a little bit down under here. Keeping my pencil almost flat so I'm not hardly putting any pressure down. The reason I'm doing that is because the more layers I put on, the more depth that I'm going to achieve. So the lighter we do those layers, the more depth we can get. Each time we're using the baby oil though, we are flattening down the tooth a little bit more. So you are going to eventually have flat tooth. Drink time. I think it's almost time for a video. Thanks, Helen. Sorry, that was my water bottle crunching out there. Alright, got the one that I used for the darker colour again. Just going to go over, and I'm using fairly light pressure now. But look, it's starting to all smooth out now. It looks fantastic. Just blend out those extra parts I added in. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit more of the canary yellow. Oh, Elaine. Elaine, that could quite be the case. You had a bad case of the flu in the past, or some sort of chest infection, it can cause scarring like that. I have the canary yellow again. Did I say that before? I just wanted to let you know again, because you know I like to say things twice. 3 times, 4 times, you know. So we're going to have another giveaway on Monday. How cool is that? For a PDF book though. Alrighty, starting to look quite nice. I'm liking how it's starting to progress now. So we can see the lighter colour sort of in that area, which is good. On our little owl. There, we could also put a little bit of white even in the middle section to lighten it up. This is the lemon yellow now. I'm going to leave the bottom section for now because I want to add in some blues and things into the clouds down the bottom here. So I'm not going to go back over that yet. I do have to say though, if you were using a fair bit of baby oil and it was kind of wet, it may eat into your pencil, so just be careful that you don't put too much on. Otherwise, when you go over this layer, the baby oil is going to be eating into your pencil a little bit. So just make sure that you don't put very much on, very sparingly, guys. Alright, back over with the lighter one now. So I've got two going. Where did I put the other one? There it is. Let me just put that aside. Got the lighter one again. Alright. Yeah, I've used on Polychromos as well. I've used Vaseline on Polychromos and Prismacolor, but it doesn't, I have trouble with it not drying. But I think it's the same. You have to really use it sparingly. Like when I'm saying, you know, baby, I wasn't even a drop on the end of this. And then I've just wiped it off a bit more because I still felt it was too much. So alright, I think I'm happy with how the background looks now. kind of just evening it out a little bit at the top there. Trying to push the darker colour out over that lighter colour. As I said, I didn't want to have like a distinct line between them. I wanted it kind of just to blend into it. So, oh, I've got baby oil on my finger and it's slippery now. There we go. Alright, what we might do is, before I continue on with the colour in it, I'll do the flip through of the last one that I've got here. I just did a flip through of all the books that I had. There are other ones that I don't have that are also available in her Etsy shop and also on Amazon as well. So the one that I'm going to do now is called The Amazing Colouring Book. It is a grayscale colouring book. Bye, Lulu. What has baby on it? Baby oil on it? Helen? I agree, Kenny. What did you say? Oh dear. Alright, so this is the Amazing Colouring Book. There's two links. There's one for Etsy and there's one for Amazon. Amazing. So guys, I'm going to pop that flip through on. There is music on it, so if you don't want to hear the music, make sure you turn the sound down, and I'll pop it on and you can have a look. I don't know why yours would be different, but that was an Etsy one. I downloaded it on Etsy, so Sean, I'm not sure why. Hi Dorothy, and hello to Gracelyn, and anyone else that just popped in. So yeah, that was that one, but yeah, that's weird. Weird that it would be different. So, we're going to have a giveaway. It's been a while. It's been 3 weeks since we gave away anything. Gosh, that's just far too long. Don't you think? I think it's too long. I think we've waited too long. So we're going to do a lotto giveaway like we normally do. If you haven't been in chat before, make sure you read the instructions. Is Linda going to put up the instructions for us today? I'm not sure if she's got that ready. If not, I'll just go through and explain it. Hi Robin, thanks for coming in. So we're going to do a number lotto draw for, yeah, okay, Linda says. Yay! Oh, okay, there you go. That's interesting, because, yeah, that was from, I'll just double check my file, but from what I can see, just going to open the PDF just to make sure. My computer's really slow because I have you guys here. Yeah, if you've already got it, then that's fine. Just don't enter, guys. Let me see. I'm waiting for it to open. It's just amazing colouring book. We do have, that's right, and we're going to do a giveaway in a moment. So, oh, my chat box just disappeared because the PDF just opened. It says 32 fantasy illustrations. Yeah, it's the same. It's got 32 images in it. Just flicking through it now. So yeah, it's definitely, it's got a little mushroom on the front of the book. Yes, I know you don't like it. My computer doesn't like me opening anything else except for YouTube when I'm doing live videos. And it won't close. Alright. We got more babies. Didn't you just have babies? Yes, it is, Kenny. It is supplied by Amazon, so yes. Alright, so thanks, Caran. Welcome too. No numbers yet. Goodness me, guys. We are going to be doing the lotto giveaway like we normally do. There are some rules, and Linda is kindly posting them up in the live chat. So make sure that if you are in the chat that you are clicked on live chat. Otherwise you won't be seeing the messages as they are actually being sent. So the first rule was pick a number between 1 and 100, only one number. No numbers yet, guys. Stop throwing out numbers, please. The closest number to the winning number without going over wins. If anyone has the same number, the first person to call the number wins that number. no numbers before I actually type the words go into the chat box. So you'll actually see my words written up in the chat box there. Once I do that, then you can put your numbers, but nothing until I do that. So they're very cute, Robin. I'm going to show after we do the giveaway. Let me just get the website, random.org. I find this one easier because I can sort of zoom it in a bit. Okay, so this is the generator I'll be using. So we'll do that after I say stop. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to write down your numbers in a moment, and if your number gets drawn, then obviously you win the giveaway. Yay! So no numbers after I say the word stop. I'll type the word stop because I am a little bit ahead of you guys. I need to physically type it because when I think you've stopped, you may not have yet. So when I write the word stop, then no more numbers after that, and no chatting during that time either. We only want to see numbers on the board. That way it's easier for us and admin to, or mods, to see who was first. So make sure that you don't chat in between when we do the numbers and also while I'm drawing it. Alright, so does everybody understand? I need some yeses. Robin. Okay, you guys are awesome. Alright guys, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes, so go, go, go. Lisette, make sure you're on live chat, doll. I'm just going to deepen up some of my sunset here while you guys are doing that. It's so quiet. I like it. Oh, what am I talking about? It's always quiet. I can hear the bashing of my blind and my air conditioner. Oh wow, guys, looking fantastic. Alright, so retracted. Alright, we are ready to go, and I think it's been a couple of minutes already. Alright guys, so just while I draw the number, no chatting, I'm just going to reopen that thing here. So we've already got 1 to 100. I'm just going to press generate. It's number 6. It's a low one this time. We've had quite a few up in the 60s, so it's good to have a low one. Number 6. So who's closest to number 6 without going over? If there is no one, we will do a redraw of the number. The suspense. Shh, no talking. Let's have a look. Oh, guess what? I think it's Robin. Admins concur. Yay! Well done! I'll have a chat with you in Messenger anyway, but this is Robin's puppies, so there you go. So these new ones again, so you've got more extra puppies, is that right? So you've shown me them some before. Are these different ones? Oh, there you go. It was meant to be. Congratulations. Very cute. Those babies are so helpful, aren't they? A new litter. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Just was just broadening my circle of the sunset here, and I'm actually going to put a tiny little bit of color in here. So I've got mauve. I'm just going to slightly, really lightly, there's a couple of spots on the image that have got dark patches, so there's another one down here, kind of pinkish color, and there's a little bit here on the side, and I'm just going to use the lightest one that I had there and just blend that in. Needs a little bit more. We're going to put this colour in the clouds as well, so have a little bit in the sky and in the clouds. Oop, something just fell out there. And just blending it in. Not a lot, just subtle. We're going to use the pastel blue. Never seen a two-coloured one. Night, Sean, thank you for coming. I can't say that I've actually ever really noticed. I'm just going to do small circular motions, and I'm just going over some of these sections in the clouds. I think I had another blue, didn't I? I did. I think I had bluish pale. I think that was on my list. I might need to check my list, but it's all good. Don't mind me. I'm just choosing some random areas in the clouds here. I'll just check my list actually. You can go so much more, Elaine. I think you could put like, let me think. You could even put like a, I think this is light purple. No, let's try a little bit of I've got purplish red in there, but that would look nice in there as well. Just something in the, just gradually adding it in and blending it out until you get the look you're looking for. A bit of like processed red in the Prismacolor is a really nice sort of I don't know, kind of, it's got a really nice sunset color anyway. See, Caran? So yeah, something like that would be good too. Bluish pale, I did miss that one. Awesome. I was going to say, I think I had another color out for that. Okay, down the bottom here, I'm just going to put a little bit more blue in. So just really lightly to start with. I'm kind of doing it in the mid grey sections at the moment. Bit down here. Let's go to the darkest blue so that we can see our contrast color. I've got night blue. Yeah, you must only, Night Elaine, yeah, you could, that's right, Sherry, or you can try a little bit of orange, or, but yeah, I would go with pinks. I think pinks would go well, but yeah, something like that to because mine's like more, like it is yellow, but I think I could add like, let me just get them out, hey. Let's see, where's my color chart? I would think that raspberry red, maybe a little bit of orange or salmon, or you could go like into these sort of colors like that's light purple, but it's kind of pink, or mauve, which is what I used. But yeah, any of those colors would go in really well as well. So for example, where's the raspberry? That's ruby red. It's got to be in here somewhere. Carmine. Indian red. Maybe it's not in here anyway. Here it is. Bit of raspberry red. You think it's looking too yellow? But I would build it up gradually, so just add a little bit at a time. I'm going to do it in streaks across the sky there. There's my... So you can just keep adding it until it builds up. You can't see it very well under the light, unfortunately, but just keep doing something like that. So I've got the night blue. Yeah, it wasn't even like, I literally dropped a drop onto my cotton bud and then I had to wipe it off because it was too much. So I just touched the oil, so tiny little bit. Okay, night blue. We're going to go into the really dark shaded areas now. I'm kind of leaving some gaps in the colouring as well, because there's some like white sections through there, or really light sections, which I'll go in with a lighter blue in a moment. I actually really like the way these clouds have been done. They're a lot easier to colour than some other clouds that I've seen. And just at the top here, there's a little bit of a dark spot there. And around her bottom of her dress here, I'm just going to do some other dark spots here, because there's kind of a bit of a shadow in there. So I do want that quite dark in there. Kind of going up onto her dress a little bit there. Oh gosh, that blind. Hopefully it doesn't, it's not hitting the window. Hopefully it's just hitting the brickwork. Bit of a concern. Alright, so I've gone over fairly heavily with in the very, very dark patches, and then lightened it up out towards these lighter grey areas. I'm going to add in some of that mauve. What happened? Hang on, what? I missed something. Something happened. Who? Oh gosh. Alright, let me look. Ah, I've lost my mouse in all of that mess. It is a little bit, Nana. I am feeling very hot. Janet, no, they're just a colour chart. They're not a colour wheel as such, but that's got my colours on it, so I can have a look at it, and also it helps to make matching easier as well. It was something that Sarah Colours did a while back. Okay, so what happened? Shooting in Florida. Oh no, 5 women. We have no guns, that's right, Linda. We don't, it's illegal to have a license, and yeah. Yeah, that's right. Linda's correct. We haven't had any since we made the law, so. A 21-year-old man. Oh gosh. I did a video on her a little while ago, Janet, so it's in my video list somewhere. She hasn't, her website's actually been closed down, so I was thinking of contacting her and maybe hosting the colour wheels on my blog. At this stage, I still am yet to do that, so. So I'm just putting some mauve into those dark areas as well with the blue. Kind of mixing it together a little bit in some spots. But essentially we're just going to do the same thing as what we did in the sky. We're just going to use the blender to blend it all out. It helps to make it look fuzzy and soft, I think, is why I decided to go with that. And if you wanted to use zested or something like that, obviously you could use that instead. But if you're not sure about using the baby oil, have a practice. Grab a piece of paper out and do some scribbling with different types of pencils and have a play with it. And it is worth having a go, because once you know how to do it, you'll be like, wow, that's heaps easier. Tiny little bit in that background bit there. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the... It is starting to look really cool. Oh, I was hoping to get it finished, but I've still got half an hour. I should be right. This is the bluish grey. Now we use this on the dress as well, so similar to what we used before. I missed a few grey areas, so I'm just using this to go into those, and also coming out over some of the lighter grey now as well. Yours may not look exactly the same, and that's okay too. Don't try to make it look exactly the same, please. You'll just stress yourself out. Okay, I'm going to do that bit in a minute. Let's just finish this bottom part off. The lightest one, the second lightest pastel blue. So I've left all the really white areas that weren't coloured with the yellow as well. And we're going to use the pastel, the palish, hang on, what's it called? Bluish pale. Some strange names to these pencils. To blend it out. Hi Marianne, thank you. I've just got a new bottle of water here. Let me just open that up. Alright, so this is the bluish pale, and we're just going to go over any of the grey areas that might be still showing, and going over some of the yellow parts. You got to be careful, like the yellow and the blue together could turn green, so try to keep them a little bit separate if you can. So I'm still using this side of my pencil, so I'm not putting too much pressure on, and that will give me the ability to be able to layer again if I need to. But I might not have time to do that today, so we might only get one layer. So the bottom of the dress is now kind of fuzzing in with the rest of the clouds. Fuzzing. I like to make up words. Need a little bit of a darker colour in there. Alright, grabbing a new cotton swab, cotton tip, I can't even show you because the camera's too far. There's even residue on the top there, so on the top of the bottle. I'm just going to grab some of that. Make sure you pop the lid on again too. I've actually just started in the deeper, darker sections because it's quite wet. Just turned it over to do the next lightest colour, which is the purples and the other blue. I think I may have made this one a little bit too wet. Alright, got a yellow again. I think this was the lighter one. They're both almost very similar now. I don't think it's going to make much difference. Just blending out the rest of the colour into the rest of the clouds. And now you can go and grab a soft white pencil. I'm going to use Luminance most likely. And add in some white. I say most likely because it's whichever one comes first in the, there it is, white. Luminance white. Fuzzing. Oh, it will. And I'm just going to use the white to blend off all of those really light bits in there. And because we've already gone over everything with the baby oil, this should sort of smoothly go over all of it. So I'm doing firmer pressure in the really light areas and lighter pressure on those darker spots. But yeah, we're trying to fuzzy it up. Is anyone following along today, or are they going to follow along later? So we've got it looking blurry now. I'm quite happy with how that looks. Let's bring up here the, I'm not going to put any of the darker blue, I don't think, in this top bit, but I will put some more. I've used already the pastel blue. Let's use a little bit of the darker one, which is bluish. Great. Just draw a line across it. This is the bluish grey. Just a tiny little bit in the top there. And a little bit on the bottom. And then I've got the mauve. In there. And then we're going to use that bluish pale again. No worries, Marianne. That's funny. Bluish pale I'm just putting all over. And I'm just going to use the same one I used before. Where did it go? Lost my cotton bud. There it is. Well, that's what we call them here, cotton buds. Cotton tip. And then a little bit of white just to soften all that off. Oh, I've got 10 minutes to finish off the Colosseum bit. Whatever it is. Well, that's good. I like that. I think that went in quite well there. You can go back in and add a little bit more, maybe mauve over the top there. Just darken that up a little bit. I'm thinking the same down here. There's a couple of sections that really faded out. Just go back in and redo those. So you can sort of adjust it to whatever you want to do, so your preferences in there. But the baby oil made it really smooth, so you may not even need to go back in with baby oil to smudge it out, but I just will because I went over a lighter area there. So you've got the white, if you're doing this after, you've got the white now as well, so that's going to be mixing in a little bit too. Alright, we're going to put some of these colours in the Colosseum bit here. So I've got the lemon yellow. I want to put a tiny little bit of this on the really light sections. I'm just doing this quite roughly here too, and just down on the very edge of those, because they'll be reflecting that sunlight there. What is that up there? It's actually something on my paper. I don't know, it looks like a bit of a blemish in the print. Oh, good. Alright, now I've got this blue here. I'm going to do, this is a pastel blue. I'm going to use it as a shadow colour. So going into the areas that are the darkest. Sorry, I was off camera there. Yeah, it looks like it misprinted there. It's got a bit of a line through it. That could be why that line's there too. Ah well, that happens. Just going into all of those dark areas. You might not be able to see what they are, but just covering over them gives the illusion of some detail in there. So there's something in the background there too, just added it a little bit in there. And then I've got the mauve. Following everything? What are you following? Just filling out now the other grey areas in there. There's a couple of darker spots there. Yeah, so it's not traditional, but you're going to have all this light reflection from all these beautiful clouds and the sun, and yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to use that palish blue to fill out the rest of it. So I'm going to use it just to go over everything, and it'll especially come up or be bright in those whiter areas now. Just blending all those colours in together. Just gone over the yellow a little bit too. Now I've actually blended that off with the blue, the palish blue, so I'm not going to need to use the baby oil in this section, but you could, if you still have some lines through it, you could use the baby oil obviously. I'm just going to go back over with that really light yellow, lemon yellow, and just lighten up the areas that I dulled off a little bit, especially on the very edge there. And I reckon that we could use some white gel pen and put some sparkles on the edge of the building here as well to create a little bit of light illusion. I'm also going to add in some colour into these stones here. And then we'll be finished. I just smoothed it off with the baby oil. Oh, we missed some steps here. I've got a little bit of the yellow. It's fairly light, so a little bit of the pastel blue. Just increasing the details a little bit by going over the darker sections with the blue, and then finishing it off with the palish blue again. Just blending it out again with the yellow one. Okay, we're going to put some colour through these bricks a little bit. Just a tiny little bit, just to give it a little bit more, I don't know, make it a little bit more interesting to look at. So I'm using mauve to do that. I don't know why, but I think it needed it. You'll be able to see that in a little bit more detail once I scan it in for you, but I think we get the picture. Yeah. Adding a little bit of blue in there too. Yeah, it's almost finished now. Oh. Don't ask, because I don't know what that was. I just dropped something off my desk. I think it might have been my mono eraser. It's gone. I was using a Inktense pencil the other day, and I was sorting out my pencils, and there's one missing, and I cannot find it anywhere. Must have rolled under something. This is the pastel blue I've got at the moment. Back to the mauve. Yeah, we don't call them Q-tips, but I have seen them called that before. Bit more mauve. Oh, thanks guys. I can't wait to see yours up there. I'm going to add a little bit of the canary yellow in a couple of these too. I think pretty much everything that I do from now will just be tweaking it, you know, getting it how I want it to look, adding this slight little details and going over colours now, and making sure I've got good blends and good coverage of the grey. Night guys, thank you so much for watching. What was that? Oh, fantastic. Well, we'll be doing a Yana Prosperina one next week. We're doing a mermaid, so it'll be grayscale as well. Everyone picked grayscale in the group, so we're doing a grayscale image by Yana, and we're going to be using Prismacolors this time. Because we've done, what have we done? We had a Polychromos for Michelle Tracy, and we did Pablo's for this one. So yeah, I think we might do, we did Pablo's for the last one too, didn't we? Time to do some Prisma. Just and don't forget to come back on Monday, because we've got another giveaway on Monday. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use Copics, but I'm not totally sure. I haven't made the final decision yet. Make sure that you share your finished images too from the colour along in Alena's group. She'd love to see them there. See what you guys have done. Robin, I'll be in touch with you too about the giveaway prize. need some white. Where's my white gone? Yep, we got to finish them up, Loretta, because we're moving on. Ooh, after we do Yana, we've got a Heather Valentine one coming up in March, and she's doing something special for my anniversary, my wedding anniversary. Our 20-year wedding anniversary is in May, and we thought we'd use that to do a colour along for you guys. So she's doing an exclusive image for us, which is pretty exciting. I've just used the white to make those look a little bit fluffier. Oh, I had a purchase too yesterday. I ran into our local Officeworks here in Australia, and they had Posca pens in different colours, and I thought, what a brilliant idea, I'm gonna get those. So I got a whole heap. I got like blues, red, green, yellow, gold, silver, white. What else did I get? I got a few. They're really cool. And I thought I could do coloured dots instead of just white dots, which I have done on occasion, but they're the colours that I got. They're pretty cool. They're the smaller ones, so the 7.7mm ones, but the colours are cool. Because I use my white gel pen and paint pens a lot for details, so... Alright, I was going to add a little star up the top here. Fuzz them up. Yeah. Just get rid of the dust off there. Let's zoom in. And let's put some little sparkles. So, I've got my 0.5 jelly roll pen. It makes really good stars, so I'm just going to do a spot. It might be hard because the baby oil hasn't dried yet. Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult. Nope, just my pen's going to be difficult. Well, we're not using that one because it's empty. Doesn't look empty. I might have a play with it later. No, even that's not going to work. I think I'm going to have to wait till the baby oil dries. It won't go over it. He doesn't want to be nice. Neither does this one. Oh. Paint pan one works. Bit of a star on her there, and maybe one in here. If I could do it properly. Some sparkles. Adding some brighter white sections. Adding a couple of spots in the bottom here. I think we've done well. I think we're finished. I'll just zoom back out again so you can see. So you want to make sure that you've got plenty of colour to be able to see into like these areas. I think I'm going to put a bit more yellow in here, make it a bit more transparent. The sun come through a little bit. But yeah, that's it. I'm done. All done. Fantastic. I want to thank Alena for this beautiful image and for doing this bit of a collaboration again. I'm sure we'll do another one with her soon. And we'll be back on Monday for another giveaway and colouring page. Won't be free, but obviously there's a chance to win a book, so that's cool. I've just gone through that cloud and I quite liked how that worked. Oh, you did, Linda. I saw them on Etsy in a pack, but it was like $30 odd for a pack, and I was like, yeah. I probably ended up spending that much in Officeworks anyway in the end, but yeah, it happens. We do stuff like that all the time. Yeah, sparkles are good. They add a little bit of contrast, I think. It makes it interesting to look at. Wow, that just leaked everywhere. Not having much luck. I've either got too little or not enough. Very cool. Put a couple of sparkles around her too, hey? She deserved to be sparkly. I will pop it up on, I'll scan it up. I might just wait for it to dry though, because some of this stuff at the top here is still a little bit wet. You can actually see on the other side there, you can just see the colour coming through, and just down here. So I will wait for it to dry, because otherwise the colour won't be true. It'll come up weird. Bye guys. Bye May. Thank you. Bye everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all on Monday, and thanks again everybody. Special thanks to Alena. Yay! I will talk to you soon, Robin. I will send you a message in a moment. I've just got to go finish up all of this stuff, and then I'll be in contact. No worries, guys. Thank you. Thank you to all the new people that came along too. Hi and bye, Abby. I'd missed you before too. You're all awesome. Very awesome. I'm gonna hopefully get a video recorded today for the Momo Girl one, which you guys are gonna love. I'm doing a full tutorial on for everybody this time, for markers though. You guys will enjoy it anyway. Oh. And I will have a polychromos version available to patrons as well. So I've got all this baby oil everywhere now. I have to go clean everything off. Have a great afternoon, night, evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.